Cricket again. Welcome, listeners, viewers, to the Eastern District's Macintosh and Son Round 2 clash between Kulin Kondinin Football Club and the Corrigin Football Club. Just awaiting some ceremonial duties. President Smith out there doing a lot of waving and pointing. We will get into the ceremony very shortly. It's been a good day of football here already. The juniors earlier on in the day, and the reserves game has just been completed with Corrigin 11-point victors, 6 goals 9-45 to Kulin Kondinin's 5 goals 4-34. So a good win for the Corrigin Tigers as their league side make their way out onto the ground. They'll join the lineup and then we'll get into the ceremony. My name's Rodney Buckets Thornton. Happy to be here today for hopefully a cracking game of football. It never fails to end that way when these two teams clash. Not a lot of love lost on the field. They're just going through some warm-ups and then they'll join back up for the ceremony. I'll be joined for the broadcast with Scott Coppin. Just recently handed over the reins as president of the Corrigin Tigers to Daryl Smith. Scotty will be up here to assist in commentary duties, as will Craig Jasper. Craig's been out, he's actually out there still in the umpiring kit. He'd be the guy with less hair than me, and that's saying something. Craig out there, he's been doing some umpiring duties, and then he'll join us in the commentary box after he's had a well-earned shower. Cool conditions here. Frigid. Pouring on frigid, not that bad. But if you've got a bear suit, bring it, because it might be cool by this evening. But not a breath of air. So perfect conditions here for football. We'll be back once the ceremony begins.
like to welcome you all here today on this special day for our country. For the inaugural sporting event, we see Corrigin versus Kulin Kondinin. If able, please stand for our small Anzac service as we remember the men and women who have served and sacrificed for this country.
Grow, not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Please remain standing for the Australian National Anthem.
Eastern Districts Football League would like to thank the Corrigin Football Club for a fantastic ceremony, acknowledging those who served and sacrificed for our wonderful country. Just heading back into the commentary box, where I will be joined later by Craig Jasper and Scotty Coppin. On the camera today, John Douglas from Dartfish. G'day, John. Thanks for being here.
Absolute pleasure. It's emotional, isn't it? It always is. I don't know what it is. I think we know what it is. But the sacrifices. You think of everyone who sacrificed for the country, don't you?
Yeah, we live in the lucky country. There's no doubt about that.
And it was great. It was so much respect around the ground. You looked everywhere, and people came out of their cars and stood next to their cars. It was fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll change tack now, and the teams are just doing their final warm-ups. Might just do a quick run through the teams lists. Up-to-date teams list, I might add. For the Corrigin Football Club, number 11, Kendall Whitwer, is the skipper today, as per last season, I think. Jordan Webster, number 1. Ben Featherstone, number 2. Ben Doyle, 3-time Miller medalist. Number 5. Number 6, Riley Hill, little goal snake. 7, Declan Rendell. 8, Broderick Walton, the coach. Number 9, Travis Hewlett. Kendall Whitwer, number 11, obviously. Zach Sprigg, a late inclusion. Number 12, Toby Smith, 14. Graydon Bartlett, the ever-reliable fullback, number 16. Luca Coulson, 24. Brant College, 25. Declan Hughes, who will be vice-captain today, number 28. Declan Jackson, 26. Luke Norris, 37. Cam Sturgis, 40. Matthew Panizza, 36. And Bill Featherstone, number 44. So we've got a Bill and a Ben, the flower pot men, in the Corrigin team today. And the Kulin Kondinin Blues, Lincoln Hands, number 1. Heath Bernardin, number 2. Tully Biglin, number 3, who'll be captaining the side. Daniel Tolstrop, number 4. Andrew Repasholi, number 5. Will Foster Keys, 6. Tom Bonilla, 8. Seb Omaday, 10. Simon the Fossil Duckworth, number 11. Jacob Kerr, 14. James Bradovic, 15. Jared West, ever reliable, number 17. Ashton Scatting, 19. Brock Argent, number 20. 23 is Lachlan Biglin. 24, Kai Jasper. 25, Oscar Omaday. 28, Toby Browning, a former Miller medalist. Number 30 is Albie Decky. 32 is Zach Savage. 35, Will Cook. 45, Brady Argent. And 46, Jevon Tolstrop, who hails, I believe, from down at Esperance. And he's made his way up to Kulin Kondinin this year to play. The umpires for today, Chris Burgess and Matthew Hodgson. Two very experienced umpires. Happy to have them with us today. The goal umpires are making their way out onto the field. This could take a while. I think David Tolstrop might be hitting top gear as he strides to the goals. Absolute perfect conditions here. No excuses for skill errors, with the exception of it being week 2 of the season. And obviously there'll be a heap of pressure on the ball. I'd like to add also congratulations to both clubs on the fantastic Anzac Day commemorative Guernseys that they're wearing. Absolutely brilliant. Fitting for the day. Just waiting for some boundary umpires to roll out onto the field. It's probably the most common thing about country football. It's probably a bit of a see who gets the short straw in the change rooms as to who's got to run around for the next 2.5 hours in the cool conditions after playing a game of football. It's always tough, but they get in and do it. Well done. The game is nearly ready to go. Got one umpire to go on to a point of a square, and off we go. I noticed Simon Duckworth, he's either playing full forward or full back. I would have thought full forward. I predict he's probably going to kick 7 or 8 today. There goes the siren. Chris Burgess to throw it up. Good knock by the Corrigin. Straight to Kulin, but Corrigin, Broderick Walton lays the tackle. The umpire will throw it up. Good knockout by the Kulin player and a little toe poke out to the boundary on the half-forward flank. Does get it, picks it up. Oh, he's been gang tackled. No prior. Oh, no, he's been pinged for holding the ball. Obviously stepped back and took the man on. That's the standard for the day, gentlemen. A little chip sideways to Luke Norris. Cross half back. Again, into the middle to Jordan Webster. He was out and about last week, I believe. Was very influential in their win over Burracoppin. The Corrigin Tigers. He kicks out onto the far wing. It's a 2-on-1 to Kulin's favour. Had an opportunity, but they've just knocked it out. There's stacks on the mill, and umpire Chris Burgess will come in again and throw it up. Two ruckmen go at it. Good fist out. It's a hold. No, high. Free kick to Kondinin. Umpire calls time. Number 6. That's a big one. No, it's not. It's Will Foster Keys gets the hands out. And it's been wrapped up out on the sideline. Corrigin player Ben Featherstone tackled well by the Kulin player. Umpire Matthew Hodgson throws it in the air, knocked out again, stacks on the mill. A quick whistle there. It was going nowhere. Again, another knockout. Oh, very untidy in there, but that's the pressure. Oh, that's high, but the umpire's missed it. That happens. Another throw up. Good knockout. Nothing inspiring happening here at the moment, John.
No. You can tell it's the first game of the year.
Second game. They've had a week off for Easter.
Yeah, had a little rest.
Bill Featherstone's in there. Good little nudge out there. Corrigin will get the kick forward, but Lincoln Hands is underneath it. Not even a fumble. Didn't get his hands on it. Oh yes, that's probably going to be no, not holding the ball. He obviously thought he didn't have prior opportunity. I've got to take my umpiring hat off here, John. It's terrible. Well, that's a good bit of ruck work and a good bit of roving, but he's coughed it up, unfortunately, on the way past. But they have snuck it out the front. Number 25 for Oscar Omaday. Let me get my head around some of the players. It is a distance down that end. It is like watching ants at the moment, but that's okay. It's a good solid tackle. The umpire will throw it up again. Absolutely perfect conditions here. The lights are on. They'll certainly take effect. They've been a recent addition upgrade. And I actually haven't been here when they've been on, so it'll be good to see them in, see how well they work. Everyone's been talking them up, which is fantastic. Good ruck knock. Little kick forward by the Corrigin player. Kulin player picked it up. He's been tackled. He's actually had his jumper ripped off him. And again, the umpire will throw it up. The umpires are absolutely knocking up the stats here. They've had more touches than anybody. Ball's thrown up. Another knockout. That's a good pick up. In the crunches there. Gets it on the boot. And it's been touched. And it is a one behind. So Corrigin, one behind. Kulin Kondinin, 0. Kicking out a fullback. That's a good spearing kick. Unfortunately, the intended recipient couldn't keep hold of it. It was dart-like. Corrigin are going to pump it back into their 50 again. And beautiful mark. I think that is Geez, the numbers are difficult to see, John.
36 or
36. Matthew Panizza. Matthew Panizza, I think he might hail from out Muckadbooden way. From memory. Oh, my paperwork's gone for a fly. Talk about the perfect conditions. It's gone across the face. And the umpire signals a point. Corrigin 2 behinds. Kondinin yet to score. It's out on the wing. That looks like Kendall Whitworth, the captain of Corrigin side. He's run it over the boundary. He's got a very distinctive running style and does a power load of running. Such an effective centre-half forward at times. Just his power grunt running, grit running, does not stop. Knocked down. Corrigin are getting their hands on the ball a fair bit here, but not progressing anywhere. Just like to acknowledge the classic clashes sponsored by Great Southern Fuels in the Eastern District's Macintosh and Sun Football League. Ball's gone up for another bounce. Yeah, that's Kendall Whitwer in there again, number 11, the captain of the Corrigin side. He doesn't mind the tight stuff. Another throw up. Very uninspiring stuff. A little quick handball by the Kulin Kondinin player. Tully Bigland just toe pokes it off. Gets a handball out. I think actually, yes, it was Tully Bigland. But Corrigin, they've turned the ball over to Corrigin, who have darted it out to the far side. The kick out in front of the man with the fluorescent boots. He's picked it up. He's got the hands out. Very clever. 35, I think that was Panizza again. Kulin Kondinin. 24 is Kai Jasper swinging and a beautiful kick out to, is that a Repasholi? And that is another good kick. And that looks like it might be Toby Browning. You have to excuse me if I've got them wrong, because they're a long, long way away from my eyes. That's where we need some commentators to join us who have got 100 vision. Kulin Kondinin have got it on the far half-forward flank, right out on the boundary. They'll chip it back on a 45. Maintain possession. And back it goes again, but he's turned it over. Well, that's a holding free kick, I think. Yes. Umpire picked that one up. There's a good short pass. Oh, that's high. Not intentional. Just a fraction late at the contest, and there's a bit of argy-bargy coming in. There's no need for that, lads. You've got the football. Corrigin have got an opportunity to pump it in deep. And they have. They've pumped it to 40 metre mark. They all go up. Graydon Bartlett came out with a full head of steam. Corrigin player weaves, ducks, has done it well, got it on the boot. Ineffective in respect of a score. Kulin Kondinin will run it out of the 50 with a little chip through the centre corridor. Great kick. James Bradovic has it. He'll now kick it to centre half forward. That is a wonderful kick, but the ever-reliable, I think that's Ben Doyle, has taken the intercept mark. He's flipped it over to Luke Norris, who's gone out wide to Graydon Bartlett, who chips it into the 50. And I have no clue, John, who that is.
I can't help it just yet. It's got a 6 on the end of it, I think. It's either 16 or 6.
So it's either 16, it's not Graydon Bartlett, so it must be Riley Hill, but it doesn't look like Riley Hill. So maybe it's Declan Jackson. And it's faded across the face of the goals for one behind. 3 behinds to Corrigin Tigers. Kulin Kondinin yet to get into their 50. Simon Duckworth, a lone soldier down there. If it gets down there, he'll have plenty of space. But at the moment, Corrigin are chopping it out before it gets anywhere near him. It's come out to the wing. Good clash. Corrigin player head down, straight for the ball. He might have dragged it in here. He might be in a bit of strife. No, it'll be a ball up. Ruckman coming through. Umpire throws it up. That's a good knockdown. Corrigin player gets it on the boot. That looks like a Hewlett. Travis, and he's kicked it out on the full right at the interchange bench. Tolstrop, Daniel. He'd be the older of the Tolstrops. 34, I believe, but I think he might be older than that. I think he's much older than 34. He's played 1 million games of football, Daniel Tolstrop, and Kulin Kondinin have nearly got it into their 50. It's 1 metre outside the 50 arc. It will be in the 50 when he throws it in, the umpire, the boundary umpire. And sure enough, they've sent someone back to Simon Duckworth because you don't want to leave him by himself. That's a good ruck tap. Corrigin have got it down again. They've pumped it up to the wing. Daniel Tolstrop, great hands. Brave. Went back into the play. Eyes for the ball. Short pass to Lincoln Jobs. Jobs swings around on the right. He'll gets touch ball. It's play on. Simon Duckworth wrestling. Good punch out by Ben Doyle. So it'll be a throw in the left full forward pocket. It'll be a very long day down there for Simon Duckworth. He's got a strapping young lad playing on him, so he's going to have to outsmart him, I think. But he's got plenty of those. Corrigin player gets the handball out. Broderick Walton, he'll kick it to the 50. There might be someone there, but that's a great grab. Very, very good grab by Seb Omaday. Now, that's not the same Seb Omaday that was playing at Bruce Rock last year because he's thinned up a bit if it is. I believe it is Seb. He looks in pretty good nick.
Good mark.
That was a courageous mark. And he is a prodigious kick. A very, very good kick of the football. Ben Doyle on the mark. He runs around, he's skied it, but it's not quite going to have enough legs. They give it a punch, it comes out the front. Duckworth, smart. He's missed. Geez, he just sharked that off the front of the pack. Going back to his glory days. Very clever footballer. I believe he's nearing 50 this year. Not quite 50.
13-minute mark.
13-minute mark of the first quarter of Kulin Kondinin have got their first score. Graydon Bartlett plays on from outside the square. Kicks it to the 50. Kulin Kondinin intercept with a fist. It'll be a boundary throw in. Fantastic conditions here tonight. Coming in a little cool. But just got to suck that up. That's good play. Oh, he got the hands out, the Corrigin player. Lucky. Ben Doyle on that trusty left foot. Drives it wide. That's a good kick and a good grab. He plays on. 14, I reckon that's 24, sorry. That was Luca Coulson. Unfortunately, his kick's gone astray. And one of the Bigland boys has got a hold of it. Simon Duckworth's come up the ground. And look at that. 15-metre spearing pass. Oh, he was wanting it back. Steady, Simon. Cool, the hamstrings. Young fella here. He'll kick from 52 or 3 metres. There's a lot of bleeding going on. He kicks it to the square. It's a 2-1. Ben Doyle will get it. He'll outpace the player there who gets a good shepherd as well. But Doyle's kick's gone astray. It's out on the full. He's having a lot of influence back there already, Ben Doyle. Reminisce of his father, Greg Doyle. Played a lot of his footy at Corrigin and went to Wickapin and coached for a few years. Playing coach, was a menacing footballer. Oh, that's a good break from a tackle come hip and shoulder, but the umpire's let it go and he's come in. Yep, and he explained there, I couldn't actually see it. You're in my way. So you'll throw it up. Very congested game at the moment, John.
Very contested, but very willing, having a crack.
Yes, they certainly are. That's a good ruck knock again. It's quick hands. I would say borderline a throw, but I'm not down there. That's a good kick if you're a Corrigin player who's on the end of it. Just a puff of wind again. It's times like this you need a paperweight. Corrigin player kicking out wide through the centre. That is a beautiful looking kick. It's just a little bit too good. Picks it up on the first bounce. Spins around, and that is a beautifully weighted kick. And the player kept running. And he's the recipient. He's 25 metres out. He plays on around the corner, and he has kicked the major. Corrigin, 1 goal 3-9 to Kulin Kondinin, a single behind. We'll go to a quick break. The Eastern Districts Macintosh Football League. Back at Corrigin Oval, the umpire throws it up. Eastern Districts Macintosh and Son Football League. Good punch forward by the Kulin player. Broderick Walton's onto it, breaks the tackle, flips it out wide. Great handball. Oh, he's coughed it up, his teammate. But he's resurrected the situation with a good tackle to at least have a ball up out on the far wing. They were off there, Corrigin. Just a little bit of pressure, perceived pressure maybe. Broderick Walton again, good hands. Geez, he's quick. They are very quick on the hands, Corrigin, to get the ball moving forward as well. That's a good push out. Fair and square. Gave him a little nudge on the side. Has taken the mark. It's the number 25, Brant College. He's got the fluorescent boots on. I won't forget him. Has got reasonable football pedigree, I believe. He'll kick from about 45 metres on a pretty much straight in front, I would say. He's had a fair crack, but it's faded across to be 1 behind. Corrigin moved 1 goal 4-10 to 1 behind Kulin Kondinin. Kulin Kondinin, they're off out wide with a quick kick. It's a good kick. Difficult pick-up butt for the Kulin Kondinin player. Can he make amends? Oh, he's dragged it in, but the Corrigin bloke's just wrestled it out of his hands. The umpire says no. I'll have that and I'll throw that up. Ruckman come in very close to the boundary. I'm predicting a boundary throw in. And I would be right. Probably for the first time today. The first time today.
No umpiring duties this weekend?
Well, actually, John, going out to Southern Cross tomorrow. Out to the Cross for the Southern Cross versus Burracoppin Cats.
Fantastic.
Yep, so looking forward. Actually, yep, going to head out there tomorrow and doing that with Darren Poole and Tony Douglas.
Gotcha.
As a 3. We're all creeping up in age, so we've got umpire. Yeah, we need a 3 instead of a 2. Not quite as nimble as we used to be. The eyesight's probably not as good either. But hopefully this cloud cover will duck off. It can dump about half an inch of rain overnight and then duck off after that. That'll keep everybody happy. The Corrigin player's done a spin, got the good hands out, but it came to a Kulin player. His hand pass was cut short. Corrigin seem to be going around in circles here. Ringer, rosy. They have chopped it out and it's gone into the corridor. And there's that man, College. That was a good kick, a good centering kick. Brant College. I hope I've got that right. Apologies if I haven't. He will kick. We're directly behind him. We'll get a perfect view of this. He's 30 metres out, and he has split the middle. Absolutely split the middle. So Corrigin moved to 2 goals for 16. Kulin Kondinin the one behind. And at the moment, it's all being played in the Corrigin forward half. At the 20-minute mark. 20 and a half minutes gone. You would think there's probably 3 or 4 minutes in this quarter to go. The ball moves back to the centre. Big thanks to our sponsors in the Eastern Districts Football League. We've got some long-time sponsors, Dyson Jones, Hannaford's, Nutrient Ag Solutions, RSM Bird Cameron, RSM I should say, Rob Crombie, the local tax man. He'll be out here watching on the sideline, no doubt having a few quiet lemonades. The ball's been thrown up, and we're out on the cricket wicket. Famous cricket played on this oval probably about 4 decades ago now. The West Indies played here against a Country 11 side. It's a long time ago now. That's a good kick. Biglin breaks. Oh, he's got... Geez, he didn't have it, but the player had him. He's stiff there not to get a free kick, but his teammates in Tolstrop has been given the free kick. He centres the ball to Biglin. Biglin, he kicks it to... Ooh, that looks like Tom Benier over there. Went to Duckworth, but it was chopped out by the Corrigin player. Hands over the top. The Corrigin player ducks and weaves. Back out to his teammate out wide, who kicks it along the boundary. And a little punch out there, and it goes across the boundary line for a throw-in. Geez, I'm going to have to get on the phone and get one of these co-commentators up here, John.
Giving you up.
Yep. That's all right. Corrigin break free into the forward 50. That's a late call by the umpire, but he was right there. And Brant, College number 25, he is proving to be difficult. Oh, he's given it up to his teammate, who's probably 10 metres closer and probably pretty close to directly in front. And that is 28, is it? That'd be Declan Hughes, the vice-captain. He's been around for a long time too, Declan. Steady player. Left footer, kicks, fading to the right. There must be a bit of wind out there. Or it could be that he's just a trusty hooking left footer like most left footers are. 2 goals, 5-17, one behind. Kulin Kondinin breaks out. Kulin Kondinin player breaks out of the square, kicks to the wing. It's a good kick. Geez, they're just not getting the rub of it at the moment when it comes to bounces. However, the Kulin Kondinin player was dealt with after he got rid of it. He plays on. He kicks it to the far side to Daniel Tolstrop. He's got a bit of work to do, but he gets there. Ever reliable. It's really here where they're breaking down. He comes off the mark. The other player, just Declan Hughes, Declan Rendell just ignored him. I think he was pointing at someone else, not really watching what was going on. Jared West pumps it into the 50. It's been intercepted by number 40. That's Cam Sturgis. Not quite sure how it is. It's a good tackle. Oh, geez. Yeah, and he's pinged him. He had a prior opportunity. Sturgis? Right, thumbs up from Mr. Sturgis downstairs, and there goes the siren. Oh, I hope it's not his brother. If his brother's in good nick, if it is his brother, Mr. and Mrs. Sturgis come down and watch their son play. And that was a fantastic tackle.
We've got to be careful what we just say about him today.
Yeah, no, he's playing very well. Very well across halfback. He hasn't had a lot to do, mind you. It has not been down this end. Corrigin have dominated the play. 2 goals, 4-16. Oh, 2-5.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah, we'll get... here comes the ex-president, Scotty. He's got one job here, not to trip over the power cord. And he's done it. Fantastic. John, Corrigin, just too good at the moment.
Well, they're using the ball well all around the ground, and they come around the bit like Mick Malthouse for Collingwood years ago with when they used coaching. They just chip all the way around the boundary. But they did centre it every single time, didn't they, to College and his teammates there. They probably should be, I reckon they probably should be another couple of goals in front.
They should, but they're not.
No.
And just one thing about the Kulin Kondinin Blues, they get a sniff, they can come back very quickly. Let's talk about the Magpies just quickly, because you'd be a Magpies supporter, Collingwood Magpie supporter, John, and guess what?
Well, they're not winning by 1 or 2 points, they're winning by a bit more, so it's saving our hearts.
Yes, and being a diehard Collingwood supporter myself, very happy to see them have another win, and obviously they'll maintain top spot on the ladder. Not gloating at all here.
Round 6 or 7,
Any idea who won the medal?
No, I didn't. I thought Jamie Elliott was good. He kicked 5, so he might know. You think the local public can know?
Yep. We've got a message. My co-commentator, he's just got to duck off.
They've sold an extra 30 steaks. He's gone to the freezer.
He's had to go back to the pub. He is the owner of the pub, and that's why he's going back. He's obviously had a rush of patrons looking for a hot steak to warm up.
Exactly. We better give your larynx a rest.
Let's take a short break from the Eastern Districts Football League, proudly sponsored by McIntosh and Sons. We'll be joined shortly by Scotty Coppin and Craig Jasper. Welcome back to the Corrigin Oval for the Anzac Day clash between the Corrigin Tigers and the Kulin Kondinin Blues. Kulin Kondinin Blues Brains Trust, Jared West, and a couple of the other lads there, pulling him in tightly, just having a few words. get the boys back on track. Currently trailing 2 goals 5-17 to just the single behind, and I think it's been into the Kulin Kondinin 50 on probably only about 4 or 5 occasions, which wouldn't be doing Simon Duckworth's hamstrings and calves any good at all.
No, I must say though, he's led every single time he's had dual leads. He's gone back to the square. He's come back up. He did look frustrated. They just weren't bringing the ball in quick enough, were they? You look back into their forward line, and Corrigin had all the numbers back there, and he didn't have a lot of room to run into either.
Yeah, I think the Corrigin midfielders have perfected the art of running back, which is clogging it up for that final kick into the 50. So we see...
says a bit about their fitness then, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they're pretty serious about having a red-hot crack this year, as are all the teams, but the talk is that they're going to be very good this year, and it appears that way. I had the pleasure of umpiring them last week, 2 weeks ago, in a 35-plus degree day.
Wow.
Absolutely cooked me.
Yep.
But it was a fantastic game of football, which Corrigin got over the line with probably about 4 or 5 minutes to go. It was Corrigin were 2 points ahead, but we're back to this game. Chris Burgess, the umpire, will throw it up. Kulin going down to the far end. Good knock by the Corrigin ruckman. Well, that's high. Corrigin, he might have milked that a little bit, but he's quick to get away. Hands away. Ball's being pumped. It's a pretty ordinary kick. Oh, geez, that was clever by the Corrigin player. Picked it up, dropped it, picked it up again. Oh, geez. I think that young fella's had a fair crack, and I don't think it was out of order. He was just having a go at the player who had the football, and the Corrigin players looked back and gone, geez, what just happened then? But he's up and about. Boundary throw in. Good throw in. It's gone over the back almost. Corrigin players and Kulin players contesting. Kulin player gets it out finally, but as soon as he gives it to his teammate just gets wrapped up. The Corrigin players are just red hot on that second Kulin player. They know that they're going to spit the little handball out, and they're onto it. Well, that could have been dropping the ball there almost, but Corrigin players, again, holding play up. Number 15 for James Bradovic. He's been busy for Kulin Kondinin again. He's in the ruck there, knocks it forward. Lincoln hands. Jobsy, as he's known. He's got it across half back, pumps it out wide. Looks like Toby Browning on the end of it. Gets a little nudge underneath it. Yeah, that's him, number 28, former Miller medalist. Corrigin player picks it up, gets the hands. Declan Rendell ducks, weaves. Oh, his teammate, that might have been a Sturgis. He fumbled, but he picked it up, got the kick away, but he's turned it over. Oh no, Kulin bloke, he got the shakes there. He's dropped it, picked it up. That's high. I'm 150 metres away and saw that. Free kick to the Kulin Kondinin Blues captain, Tully Biglin. A bit of argy-bargy going on the side there. Seb Omaday in amongst it. But the ball's on the wing. Tully Biglin kicks it in short to that man, Ripasholi, Andrew, who took the hang of the century, according to the EDFL photographer Spud Tacey. Welcome back, Spud. Missed the first round, had a little spell in hospital, but he's back here today. Kulin Kondinin into the 50. It's been another high push in the back. It's a good decision. Kulin Kondinin player will get the kick. Toby Browning. He'll kick this from nearly 50, and he's not going to be able to kick at 50. So he chips it forward. Oh, that's a beautiful kick and a good lead. And who is it? It's that man, Duckworth.
What do you think?
He was never not going to get that.
No.
It's telepathic, almost, between some of these Kulin players going into the 50.
You putting it down? That's his range?
It's like throwing a dart. Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
That's a move.
I am not sure that I've seen him miss too many. He's just an incredible kick of the football. Well done, Simon Duckworth. Gets the Kulin Kondinin Blues on the board with a major. 1 goal 1-7. Trailing Corrigin Tigers 2 goal 5. 17 at the nearly 4 minute mark of the second quarter.
That was never going to miss.
No, it was a good kick. Good kick. We're already back to the centre. Geez, these boundary umpires are super efficient. They're obviously wanting to get back into the change rooms earlier than later. Some of the players haven't even got back to the centre. The ball's ready to be thrown up. Good crowd here today. Combined sport, hockey, netball, football. Oh, good knockdown. Randell just got the little grubber kick, but ineffective. Oh, geez, that's clever football by number 30, Albie Decky. Yeah, shimmy there. They've certainly got their... That's a good kick. Oh, good grab. Who was that over the back? Had a fair crack. Oh, no, it's on the outside now, but Corrigin have broken free. Broderick Walton, I reckon, has kicked it out in front of the Corrigin player. He's chipped it around the boundary, outside the boundary, and it'll be a free kick to the Kulin Kondinin player. Not quite sure who that is down there. Luke Norris, maybe, 37. Good question. 17, maybe. Not too sure. He's kicked it to the defensive 50. Corrigin have got it. Blues have turned it over. Oh, well done. That was strong play by Kendall Whitwer. He's everywhere at the moment. He's grubbered that one, and unfortunately he's replayed it. He's kicked it out on the full. Kulin Kondinin player will get to bring it in. Jobs it is. Just telling players to settle down. Breaks to the centre of the field. That's a good kick. Biglin, he got it. Oh no, the Corrigin player stopped in his tracks. I'd say he's done a calf. If not a calf, it's a hamstring. He's done something. He is gingerly walking off. So Kulin Kondinin have got the extra man here.
Duckworth's in the square by himself.
Yeah, Duckworth is in the square by himself. If it goes down there, it will be a certainty. But Corrigin have got it. They've spat it out. It's a good kick. Quick hands. No, decides to kick it forward into the middle of the field. Oh, that's a good heavy bump by Tully Biglin. It was fair. Oh, that's high. No, he got rid of it, said the umpire. Play on. Tully Biglin tackled by none other than the captain of Corrigin, Kendall Whitwer.
Him 50 metres by himself down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got no one to cuddle up with and keep warm, that's for sure, because it's starting to chill up a bit up here. Up here in the Great Southern Fuels commentary box. And play will again be holded with a ball up. James Bradovic in there. Tully Biglin, all the heavy hitters for Kulin Kondinin. Albie Decky. They've got some good plays in there. They should be getting their hands on it. But Corrigin is shutting it down very quickly. Tully Biglin, he'll hang on to that. He's not going to give that up unnecessarily. It'll be another ball up on the half-forward flank for the Corrigin Tigers. Good knockout. Or Corrigin have got the numbers here. Quick hands over the back. Broderick Walton again pumps it forward. Oh, that's good hands. He knocked it forward to his teammate. He forgot about it. Oh, gee whiz. Done well there. That's clever. Kicks it around the corner into the pocket. Jared West. He doesn't turn the ball over. On this occasion he does. Oh, good play by the captain, Kendall Whitwer. Desperate. But Kulin Kondinin through Decky. Jobs. Down the wing. But, oh, that's a good grab. Holding, free kick against Toby Browning. He didn't really have many options there. There was a 4 against 2. He had to halt the play, but he's been able to kick it inboard to Graydon Bartlett. He's gone wider again. That looks like Declan Hughes, I think the vice-captain. He's come inboard, left foot, darts it. That is a beautiful kick and a very good lead. Well, he's given the hands over the top. Play on, he says. And he will kick it from near point-blank range for Corrigin's third. 3 goals 5, 23 to 1 goal 1-7. And the goal kicker there is number one, Jordan Webster, and that'll be his second for the day, I think. So we just take a quick break before the ball goes back to the centre. We're back at Corrigin Oval here. The umpire about to throw the ball up. 3 goals 5-23. Corrigin lead Kulin Kondinin 1 goal 1. In what's turning into a bit of a one-sided affair on the scoreboard. Corrigin pumping in again. Kulin Kondinin player had no option but to go for it. He gets a quick hands out and do Corrigin. He breaks free. He kicks it straight over the umpire's head. 2 in 30 seconds. Corrigin Tigers 4-5-29. 1 goal 1-7. I think that was Declan Rendell, number 7. Very classy finish, but good teamwork there from his pal who just nudged it out in front of him so he could pick it up on the way through, but he was front and centre of the contest. He would have learnt that from his dad, probably. The ball goes back to the centre. We won't take a break. We'll just keep going. Oh, I think our man's back from the pub. I think he's bought more supplies. That's what it is.
And it's a big crowd.
It is a big crowd. They might be light on for lemonades. Ball's been thrown up. Kulin Kondinin player. Good tackle. Derobes the Corrigin player. No need for that, gentlemen. It's just the fact that it's on the cricket wicket. It's probably a bit firmer than the normal grass. Been many a run made on this cricket wicket, John. It's a very, very, very flat turf deck.
Looks magnificent. Were you a bit of a league spinner yourself, number 3?
Oh, I couldn't play cricket. That was terrible. Kulin Kondinin player gets it out the back. Jobs, who's playing off half back. That's a good kick, and that is a very tidy near mark. Toby Browning, he steps backwards. Unfortunately, he ran into trouble. Coughed it up. It was clever, but just didn't see the other Corrigin player. Corrigin players turn it over, but to number 6. And that is number 6, Will Foster Keys, I believe. That's another good kick. Jobs comes out wide to Oscar Amadei, who kicks it again down the line. Lockie Biglan gives it to Tolstrop. Tolstrop couldn't get his hands on it. Picked it up with a second go. Jobs falls, slips, still has the composure to get the hands out. Tolstrop to Amadei, just throws it on the boot. That's probably going to be in Corrigin's favour. There's about 4 or 5 of them, but Duckworth was coming out of the dark down there. He nearly nabbed him. He did actually get him, but he got the ball away, the Corrigin player. They've sort of going around in circles here, both of them. And eventually the umpire says, I'll have it. This is turning into a circus. So 12 minutes gone in this second quarter. Corrigin with a handy little lead. Biglan, the captain, gets it on the left boot, pumps it deep into the forward line. It's a 3v1. It's told the story. Corrigin just running the ball out of defence, out to the defensive 50, a little chip kick. That's good. Well done to the Kulin player. Just got a hand in there. Jobs, I think it is. Geez, he's been busy. But again, Kulin Kondinin kicking it towards their 50, have turned it over. Sturges chipped it into the centre. Another one further into the centre. Gee whiz, they're confident going through there. He's come back out wide. Well, over the arm, says the umpire, from 50 metres. Told him to bring it back. He was over the mark. Wheels around. That's a very clever kick, and Declan Rendell is on the end of it. He will be kicking from 45, maybe 40 metres out, probably a 60-degree angle. But he's already had a kick from here that went through, just about 30 metres closer. He's a very good kick of the football. If he kicks this, Kulin Kondinin will be in trouble. Oh, has it got enough on it? No, it doesn't. It's touched. Oh, my goodness me! That is sensational. He's taken it out of the Kulin Kondinin's player's hands and kicked it over his head for a goal, but it wasn't. It was already over the line for a point. Jared West from fullback. He steps out of the square. He's played on. kicks it out wide to Biglin. Biglin number 2, that is, who's got it over to Rapasholi. Oh, he's turned it over. Quick hands from Corrigin. Touch ball on the way through. Kulin Kondinin have got it again. It's a long handball by Omaday, I think that is. Well done. Gets it back. Another handball. Dooley, as they call him. Daniel Tolstrop. Little worm burner. Oh, geez, they're doing themselves undone by these little short kicks which just haven't got enough on them. Oh, welcome back to the Corrigin ex-president. Oh, gee, and he's donning the, what is it, a Port Adelaide scarf I see there?
No, mate, Adelaide Crows today, mate.
Adelaide Crows, eh? Yeah.
Sorry about that, just had to shoot down the pub and clear the tills a little bit.
Oh.
That's always a good sign.
All the gold bullion down there in the cellar.
Good to get a bit out of town money.
Absolutely. Welcome, Scotty. Big clash here. You'll be happy to see the Corrigin boys. 4 goals, 6-30. Leading Kulin Kondinin 1 goal, 1-7. The ball's out on the half-forward line. It's a free kick to Kulin Kondinin player. Toby Browning. Toby, just get on with it, mate. You've got the pill.
I wasn't going for long, boys, but I see a couple of hamstrings, is there?
I believe...
College came off.
College, was it? Oh, geez, that's a loss because he's been very good. No wonder we haven't seen him in the second quarter.
You'll see him, he's sitting on the bench with an ice pack.
Right. Well, it hasn't affected their capacity to put the ball between the big sticks and dominate this game of football. As it gets pumped in by Biglin. There's that man, 3-time Miller medalist, Ben Doyle. Kicks it out wide. That's a beautiful kick.
Declan Hughes passes off. Streaming down the forward lines now for the Tigers. Got a good kick in. Got someone on their own out there. Luca Colson, young fella from Bunbury. Good tackle. Cool for holding the ball, but the umpire's not having a bar of it. Luca's got it back, taken high. Out on the full down in the Tigers forward pocket now. Kulin Kondinin going to kick it in.
Oh, he just wants the player to come behind the mark. Kulin Kondinin player plays on, kicks it wide. It's a beautiful kick. Millimetre perfect. I'm not sure the boundary umpire was keen on it out on the full. The runner was pretty confident it was out on the full, but he was miles away. Kulin Kondinin players kicked it into the centre. They've turned it over. Corrigin so slick with the hands. Going to come out wide again. Little chip kick.
Ben Doyle chips it over. Jordan Webster's got it there. Got 4 goals last week up at Meriden. Just waiting for someone to open up. He's kicked it in. Spoiled, though, by the Kulin Kondinin player. Still a good pace in this game. Still just hanging around the Corrigin half-forward line. Another entrance coming in here. Nice kick in. Got someone on his own there. Yeah, it's a nice mark to Luca Colson, young fella from Bunbury. He's going to go back and have a kick from about 35 out. Straight in front.
So he's from Bunbury, Scotty. Where did he get picked up? One of your young fellas' mates, is he?
Yeah, he's mate of a Corrigin boy. Went to school with him down there. He lives in Perth now. It's just lining up straight in front. Looks like it's a pretty good kick. Yep, that's a goal to Luca Colson.
Corrigin 4 goals 6, 5 goals 6, 36 to Kulin Kondinin Blues 1 goal 1. We'll just take a quick break. So when
You're back on.
Back on air here at the Corrigin Oval. Ball's been thrown up in the centre.
Weather's just
Another throw up in the middle.
weather's just come in a bit dark here. Lights are on and it's pretty dark out there. Pretty black clouds though right above us.
Ball's thrown up again. Kulin Kondinin, quick kick out by Daniel Tolstrop, I think that was. Down into the
good
line.
tackle.
That's a good tackle, but it's I think it's been held to him, so it'll be a throw up. No prior opportunity. It's a very long way down there, so Scotty, I think we'll just talk about something else while the ball's down there. People can see the game. I hope they can see the game, John. It's certainly the cloud is not helping us.
Oh,
Very
he's
good kick.
hit the post.
But it struck the post. You can just see it waving in the wind. So another behind to the Kulin Kondinin. 1 goal, 2-8, trailing Corrigin Tigers. 5 goals, 6-36. 28-point lead. Corrigin. Graydon Bartlett comes out wide.
Riley Hill's got it out on the forward flank, half-back flank.
Gee whiz, they just seem to have spare players. They're prepared to work harder, or maybe we need to do a head count. That'd be controversial. It's not the first time it's happened in the EDFL. Heath Bernarden, number 2, chips to Daniel Tolstrop. He chips it over the top. There's another.
It's a good spoil.
Well done to the Corrigin player, and then gets it on the boot quickly. Broderick Walton.
Broderick Walton's got it. Kicking in from the 50 metres out in the pocket. It's kicked it in. There's a couple openings there. And it's young Zach Spriggs got the ball there now. Going to have a kick at goal with his nice yellow shiny boots on.
Everybody's rugged up down in front of us here, Scotty. It's cooling off.
It is cooling off, but it's nice and warm at the Corrigin Hotel. Got the heaters on.
It'll be a big night down here at the club, I would have thought, but mate.
Yeah, we always stay around the club on the home games, venture back to the pub after the away games, but very good support back at the home ground after a home game.
Zach Sprigg, he has kicked that straight over the goal umpire's head for another major. 6 goals, 6-42. Lead Kulin Kondinin, 1 goal, 2-8. It's a 36-point lead to the Corrigin Tigers. Scotty, what do Kulin Kondinin Blues need to do?
Well, it seems to be even in possessions. Corrigin seem to be finding a few openings here and there. I'm sure Kulin Kondinin are going to have a few answers. They're in the middle there, huddled up now, having a good chat. I'm sure they'll come back strong in the second half.
So the umpire just about to walk in to throw it up. Kulin Kondinin players just need to be maybe a little bit more accountable to their opposition players. Ball goes up. Repasholi's in the ruck.
Oh, and
Jeez,
Kenny
he's won it too.
Kenny Whitworth's rucking against him, the chicken farmer from just out east.
Wonderful player, but just the way he roams around the ground like a
big heart's what he's got.
Yep,
big
he
heart.
sure does. Yep, got a unique kicking style. Is that kind? Just a Kulin Kondinin player just dance with it on the ground. Out to Tolstrop. Daniel out wide. He's had a fair bit of it.
Yes,
but
Dooley.
it's all been in the back half of the field. He drives it forward, well, not really with a long kick, but it's snuck its way underneath. Oh, gee whiz.
Going hard at the ball there. Bit of a clash.
High. It's a free kick to the Kulin Kondinin player. Heath Bernarden, I think that is. He'll drive it into the 50, the top of the 50, but the Corrigin player spills the mark. Good spoil, good little hip and shoulder, but the Corrigin player just rode the bump, gave the hands. It's out on the boundary.
Good spoil there.
Good spoil there. But again, the forward entry foiled.
Over the boundary, just going to be thrown in. Corrigin's got possession now. Good smother off the boot there. Socketed into the forward lines for Kulin Kondinin. It's a bit of a tussle for the ball there. There's been a free called. Corrigin's trying to play on, but no, it's going to get brought back. No advantage there. Riley Hill's got the ball. Bulldog. He's gone out real wide. It's right out deep in the wing, right near the boundary in front of all the patrons watching here, and just another nice spoil over the boundary there. Another throw in right in the middle of the ground. Nice throw in there. Is George and Kenny going hard at it. Got a punch away. Oh, nearly a soccer in danger. Not paid though. Here we go for a forward entry for Kulin Kondinin, and it's been marked. George Repacholi's got it. He's played on the left foot. He's kicked it in deep, and there's a mark in just in front of the point post on the western side of the oval. He's looking for someone to chip it off to. No options. He's going to go back and have a snap. Can't see who that is. Buckets, do you know who that is kicking for goal?
No idea.
A little bit far away. We're at the other end of the ground here.
I'm going to say Tom Bonilla.
He's lining up. He's on a pretty harsh angle. He's gone the drop punt though. He's not. Oh no, he's check sided it straight across, out of bounds. No. Point. It's gone through for a point.
So Kulin Kondinin moved to 1 goal 4-10. Corrigin 6 goal 6-42.
Graydon Bartlett kicks in. It's been marked just inside the 50. Corrigin's trying to get it out of their back lines, and it's been marked further down the field now. Just looking for the next option there. Everyone seems to be covered at the moment. It's kicked it in. It's Jordan Webster's got it. It's got a hand pass out, but it's been bundled up again. It's going to be a ball up just on centre wing.
That's the end of the first half. Eastern Districts Football League, proudly sponsored by Macintosh and Son. And the score at half-time, 6 goals, 6-42. Corrigin Tigers leading the Kulin Kondinin Blues 1 goal, 3-9. And that would be the thinnest scoreline of a Kulin Kondinin half of football for a very, very long time. In fact, I would say anorexic. That is very thin for them. They
can't remember when they've been kept at 1 goal, 3.5 a footy.
No, extraordinary stuff. And they will no doubt go into the change rooms and have a good hard think about it as to the best avenue to goal, because at the moment it's just not working for them. Having said that, the Corrigin Tigers have been very, very disciplined in the way they move the ball into the out of defence and then back into the midfield out from out wide to give their forwards the best option. And they've been good in front of goals from some pretty limited opportunities, really. There hasn't been a lot of football played inside the two arcs. So well done to Corrigin for taking advantage of that. They'll move into the sheds. Pretty happy with their form. A couple of them are going to be moving in there fairly gingerly. There's been a couple of hamstrings or calves. One calf definitely happened right in front of us. Looked like you've been hit in the back of the leg by a golf stick. He's walking into the change rooms along the side of the boundary at the moment with Blake Dixon, who unfortunately did an injury in a practice match, I believe, Scotty.
Pre-season scratch match, our fairest and best winner of last year, and had big hopes for him this year. He had a really good off-season, was really fit and looking the goods, and unfortunately had a knee injury in a pre-season game. Also lost Josh Bootsma late in the pre-season in a move to Albany for his wife's work. So, a couple of major outs for us right at the start of the season.
So we'll just go quickly through some goal kickers. Jordan Webster's got 2, Declan Rendell 1, Luca Coulson 1, and one of them slipped through to the keeper without me putting it down. Obviously I was distracted by the cool conditions here. I'm going to go and find a jumper and a jacket. It is very, very cool. In fact, I might even don the Adelaide Crows scarf that you've got on, Scotty. I might just wrap that around my neck. I know that's sacrilege and it's not on, but it's pretty darn cold.
Probably
Not that cold. Not that cold.
wrap it around your head there, mate. Keep a bit of warmth in.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fur up there, that's for sure. Look, it's been a good game, a good half of footy for the Corrigin Tigers, Kulin Kondinin. They'll be having lots to say in the change room, I would imagine, about the best way to get it down to the old man fossil Simon Duckworth. He really needs it. You know, he can light the game up, Simon. If he gets enough of it, he can kick 4 or 5 in a quarter, no trouble at all. They've just got to find an avenue to goal. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to you before the second half begins in the Eastern Districts Football League, sponsored by Macintosh and Son. Welcome back to the Eastern Districts Football League, proudly sponsored by Macintosh and Son. I'm joined here today by the president of the league, John Hewlett. Been in the role for, 3 years now, John? Third year? Yep. Going well?
Yeah, no, I think something like this is really showcasing the footy, isn't it? It's brilliant. Great concept by the Tigers to get it running, and well supported by Kulin Kondinin, as you can see by the crowd.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job all round. The Guernseys, how good are they?
Yeah, no, outstanding. I spoke to President Smithy, and he's pretty keen to make this an annual event. Now, obviously, won't actually fall on Anzac Day all the time, but yeah, I think it's a great concept, and if they can keep it going, and should be all for the better of footy.
Yeah. Mark of the day so far? Goal of the day? What are your thoughts? Pretty hard to pick.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen a lot of the footy. I've been catching up with a few people cornering me, but yeah, there's been some good grabs, a couple of good snaps. So yeah, don't know. That'll be up to you, mate.
Yeah, thanks for that. Great Southern Colts Carnival. It's obviously on the 14th, 15th of June.
Yep.
In Kulin.
In Kulin this year. Yep.
We obviously take a side every year and have a crack.
Yep.
Got some coaches.
Yep. Kyle Hewitt's going to do it again. Not sure who his amigos are, but he's keen to go again, which is great. And yeah, just waiting for a bit of information to come in, and the directors will round them up and get the info to Kyle, and we'll go from there. I guess he'll probably have a training run at some stage.
Yep. And Country Week, all set for that?
Yep. Got coaches are all locked in. Yeah, I think our secretary's done a pretty good job locking things in. We big shoes to fill with Jason Bowe, Pound stepping down. So yeah, we'll see how it all pans together. I think it's pretty easy.
Yep. So that's obviously in Perth through the 11th, 12th, and if we make a final, the 13th of July.
Yep. Divvy 2.
Yep. Divvy 2. All booked into the Trade Winds Hotel. They'll have us back again.
Yeah.
Pretty well behaved recently.
Very well behaved. Well, led from the front, I think, Buckets.
No, we've been there a long time. They're
very good.
They like the colour of our money.
Yep.
No doubt. So who's coaching the league side this year?
Rowan Vaughan from Narromboon. Rowan Vaughan?
Greg
Vaughan, sorry.
Yes.
Same thing. Vaughany's going to do it again. This will be his third year. And I think he's got Coops and Bundy and I'm not sure if Spriggy. I think Spriggy's back. Spinksy back,
Big
sorry.
Jason Spinks, yep.
And maybe our sponsor man, Mr. Cyril Jasper, maybe, is a whisper.
Yeah. No, I think Cyril might be donning some role.
Yeah. So no, it's all pretty much all positions are filled, which is great.
Yeah, there's a few add-ons too, isn't there?
There's a few add-ons, a few hanger-oners, but no, it's good to have it all locked away before things start happening and you start panicking and trying to get someone to do it. Yeah, very good of Vaughan to put his hand up for a 3-year term. He might go longer, hopefully.
Yeah, we seem to have the support of the players and all the clubs around. I did speak to him yesterday, and he said he was going to get around to a couple of games this weekend.
Yep.
So have a look and
haven't seen him here
selectors.
Yet.
No, he did say it was a matter of whether he got off the boom spray,
Yep.
if he got ahead with the spraying, but he probably had a hiccup or something. You never know.
The joys.
The conditions here today. Look at the oval.
Yeah, no,
spoiled.
We are very, very lucky. Got a great curator, Paddy Carley. He was here quite a few years ago and left for greener pastures and come back to greener oval. So, and the lights too. Just got the hockey over there under lights, and the lights here. It's it's excellent. Great to see them being used.
Yeah, fantastic.
And not too hot, but not too cold.
Yeah. So we'll be venturing out to later in August, late August, 18th of August, out to Southern Cross for the Miller Medal.
Yep.
The annual Fairest and Best Award, and hopefully the Secretary of the League won't divulge the winner of the award before the count even starts.
Yes, that'd be handy.
Yep, we don't want that happening again, do we?
That covered.
That was an unfortunate situation,
which
I must take full credit for. But luckily, the man who won it and his father had no clue.
No, absolutely.
No clue. Got away with it, sort of. Yep. And the grand final being held in Merredin, hosted by the Burracoppin Cats.
Yep. So, they'll do a good job, and we'll see how we go from there.
Seems a long way away, but
It
it'll
does.
sneak up really quickly.
Seemed like the other day we had the wind-up.
Yeah. So obviously we've got a few sponsors for the league this year that have continued their support. Round 2 is sponsored by Narrogin Sports Power. Lindsay George down there. Lindsay's always very supportive with the equipment and the footballs, supplier of our footballs. And going through there, we've got a lot of long-term sponsors, John.
Yep. No, can't
Yep.
read it. You'll have to read
Oh,
it.
you haven't got
Nah,
the
I forgot
spectacles
the
with
eyes.
you?
Forgot the eyes.
Jeez. Yeah, okay. Well, we've got obviously Ed Judd down there at Maxi Point. Maxi Point have been a fantastic sponsor. They the grand final day they do the 100-metre sprint, which is an absolute hoot.
Yep.
The winner of that takes away $500 cash. They get a bit excited about that. I think most of it goes straight to the bar, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And obviously our Country Football League, Country Football WA as it's known now.
Yes.
We've got the belt up round in a few weeks' time, which is an important message for everybody out there. And then the Think Mental Health round after the Great Southern Colts Carnival. So that's sort of mid to late June with the Think Mental Health message. And we've actually got a new round this year, the round 13, which Narrabeen, a young lad out there, Ethan Sterrett has started a foundation, Hurt to Help, and it's just growing and growing. And the EDFL have got on board, and round 13 will be the Hurt to Help round. Narrabeen Football Club have driven that. That foundation raises money to assist families who have gone through a bit of a tough time with a family member who might be having some extensive medical
Oh, it's a great initiative.
issues.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Honey,
typical Narrabeen very well supports charities like that.
Yes, absolutely.
And, it's great that we can get it out there and spread the news and spread the message.
Yeah, young Ethan's qualified as a doctor now, and I'm not sure where he's working. But if I come down with a bung hip or a bung knee, I'll probably give him a call, I think.
That could be any time.
Oh, it could be tomorrow about 5:30 out of Southern Cross.
3:30.
It could be. Generally not a hip or a knee, generally a calf. And obviously Macintosh and Son, our major sponsor.
Yep, they've been on board. They've been fantastic and very generous. So we certainly appreciate their support. That's for sure.
Yeah, their third year. Third year on
Third
board.
year, so
Yep.
As the boys run out,
Yeah, I think they would have had the heaters on in the rooms.
just about.
Yep, I think that'd be a new initiative for the commentary box. A couple of heaters.
I just went and got ice for the ice bath.
Ice for the ice baths. There's no
Just
needs for an ice bath.
Hose them down out here.
Yeah, no, it's coming in cool.
Yep.
Winter has arrived. Well,
Welcome to Corrigin.
late autumn, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, welcome to Corrigin. Never hot here.
Never hot here.
Not at night time.
No, but look, yeah, it's great to have you on board again as the president, John. You always
no
do a
worries.
great job. Thanks for coming up here and having a quick chat.
Thanks for continuing as secretary. Obviously, well deserved a little award at our presentation last year of life membership, and didn't have a clue.
Yeah, no, we'll move on. That's old news. Old news, John.
Well deserved, mate. It was very much met with absolute support. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there was some words after that. I can assure you.
I know. I
There's a
heard
lot
most of them.
Yes, very sneakily done. And I was very, very proud to have life membership bestowed.
I think amongst a few greats of the association,
But,
that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a good night,
It was a great night.
and it was a real. I don't quite know what the right word is. Privilege, I suppose, to have life membership bestowed.
Yeah.
And I happy to continue on.
Very
Kulin
good.
Kondinin lads are walking to the boundary. Maybe they've probably got the rugs in there in the hut, trying to keep warm. Corrigin boys are going down to the 50 for a bit of a powwow. game will be back on track. We'll just have a quick break and come back to you. The Eastern Districts Football League, Macintosh and Son, round 2 clash, Corrigin Tigers and Kulin Kondinin Blues.
Yeah, phone's been going a bit busy. No, Stewie, I'm not going to wave to you. And Ommers, no, just go away. Thank you.
We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to Corrigin Oval. Corrigin Tigers, 6 goals, 6-42, leading the Kulin Kondinin Blues, 1 goal, 3-9. As we head into the start of the third quarter, joining me, Scotty Coppin, ex-president of the Corrigin Tigers. Welcome, Scotty, to the second half. What a Kulin Kondinin got to do, mate?
Well, like you said earlier, I think just got to get the ball going forward and look for Ducky down there. He's putting some leads on, but he's held pretty well. Haven't had a lot of opportunities down there for him, but I'm sure he'll turn it on in the second half.
The logical answer is I've got to kick more goals. But I like the way you're thinking. Siren sounds. Matthew Hodgson, the umpire, walks in to throw it up. Ruckman go at it. Ball spills through. Corrigin get a little handball out the back. Broderick Walton, I think that is. Little chip kick. Gee whiz, Kulin Kondinin player. He's been robbed there of the pill by the Corrigin player. Well played. Kicked forward. Kulin Kondinin. Biglin, I think that is, takes the mark. Kicks it long and wide. That's a good grab. Not sure who that is, but he's got it on the toe early. Kulin Kondinin trying to pump it into the 50 early. Graydon Bartlett comes out. Rush of blood. Misses it. But he's back into the action again. Corrigin Tigers. Can they wrap it up here? And well, they have too. They've chipped it out beautifully. Broderick Walton on the end of it. He steps around, one step, kicks it. Beautiful kick. Scotty, who's that?
Zach Spriggs got the ball there. He's just looking for an option downfield. He's kicked it long out past the wing. A few Corrigin players run out. It's going to beat him though. It's going to... Yeah, it's just gone over the boundary there. Just a quick shout out to Bodgie and Anna Rogers watching this down in Albany. It'll be an interesting watch because Bodge is an ex-Corrigin boy and Anna's an ex-Kulin girl. So I hope you're watching the game and enjoying it down there.
The throw-in comes in. Corrigin player on the end of it. Kicks it into the 50, but Kendall Whitwer, I think that is. He's tripped over his own toes. And the Kulin Kondinin player's got it. He wheels around, kicks it long to the wing, makes it difficult for his teammate, Daniel Tolstrop. Geez, he's older than dust, but he's everywhere. Just hasn't aged. The ball spills out, dives in on it again and again. And it's been held in by a number of players. And it'll be a ball up.
Like a celebrity.
My daughter. Oh, that's the young one or the old one, Scott? Your daughter?
That's my daughter Kaylee holding the other little girl.
Oh, okay, yep. There you go. Good spectators out here today. They're everywhere. Kicks it forward. The Corrigin player into the 50. I reckon that's West, is it? Number 3. Tully Biglin.
Tully Biglin.
He's been everywhere, Tully Biglin. Kulin Kondinin straining forward. Surely, no, that's another Biglin, I reckon. His brother.
See, Cam Sturgis just ran off Ducky to go to the ball. Left him open, but worked out all right for Corrigin. They managed to get the ball away and kicked it down the wing, just outside the 50-metre arc now. Just got an entry in, nice kick in, but just fell short, wasn't marked. Got a kick in from 50 here again. There's only Kulin Kondinin player home though, no Corrigin player there. Kicked out. There's Dooley again. He's having a ripper of a game.
Yeah, but he looks up and he's just got nothing to go to. He does chip it over to, I think that's Tully Biglin again. Him and his brother Lockie have been busy. He's got to chip it sideways. And they're just not able to penetrate past half back. And this is the kick that lets them down. It's still a contest. Everybody's up. Nobody's down. Corrigin player gets pulled off the ball. That was Doyle. But he finger tipped it. No, tackled. Goes in again. He's just like a rubber band. Just keeps stretching and bouncing back up. Well, the Corrigin player takes him on and kicks it short, but too short with a good pick up. Hands to the captain. He chips it over into the square. Kendall Whitwer with a little chip kick. It might have been a missed kick. And his teammate has driven it through.
I think he's played on around the corner and he's missed it from 15 metres out.
No, I don't think he was 15 out. I think he was actually closer than that. And he was directly in front and he's missed it. He's kicked it a mile.
Straight from the umpire's mouth there, not 15.
Kulin Kondinin have made a break. They kicked it long off the kick from fullback. It's now out in on their attacking 50. Number 10, who's that? Seb Omaday. He turned on a 10-cent piece. Geez, he looked good this year. A very dangerous player. Simon Duckworth from 50 metres.
Just missed to the left.
Just does not look like someone who's 47. With the exception of his Father Christmas beard that he's growing out in preparation for Christmas in July. But his longevity is unbelievable in the game. Corrigin make a break out of the 50. That's high. Gets the free kick. He plays on. That was clever. He sort of dummied to go outside and then came inboard. The Kulin player, nice spin. Not sure who that was, but that was clever. Well done with the fist there. That again, Corrigin player, Declan Rendell.
Yes, Declan Rendell passes off. Cam Sturgis got the ball now. He's just slowing it down, waiting for something to open up. Everyone's pretty well covered. He's got one in short though.
Declan Hughes, is that 28?
Yes, that's Hughes. He's Declan Hughes, vice captain this year. He's been playing for Corrigin for 12 or 13 years now.
Free kick to the Corrigin player. That is Zach Sprigg.
Zach Sprigg.
He drops them. Oh, the young fella in front of us.
There, you're on the ground.
On the ground, mate. Look.
No, you did. You've dropped money.
You should have had footage on that because he said you dropped money on the ground and he dropped to the ground. We had that on footage.
That is special. I'm surprised you didn't go over the edge here, Scotty. There's a bit of cash on the ground. I thought you would have just jumped out of the commentary box.
I would have if it was a green one, mate.
Oh, that was two green ones. Play goes on. Play going on. There's too much money around Corrigin. They're just throwing it around on the ground.
To be honest, Buckets, we are pretty high up in this classic Clashes truck. What an awesome piece of machinery it is.
You don't think you could get down there in a single bound?
I think you would.
The talk is that there was a $50 note on the other side of a building, mate. You could jump that tall building without a run-up.
Yes.
In younger days. A bit of language there.
Miss the cash these days, boys. It's mostly FPOS.
Hands out. Corrigin again out on this wing. One handball, two handballs. Third one's come undone, but he did that clever. He just went for the ball and picked it up.
Oh, Riley Hill dives at it. Oh, just bounces out. Nearly took a good mark. Cool and get it. Oh, Riley with a second effort. Good smother. Riley Hill doesn't give up. Kulin Kondinin controlling it down the wing though. Entry into the 50. It's up high. Could be anyone's here. They fly. Graydon Bartlett keeps his feet. He's got a kick out and found someone. Oh, he's just spilled it out there. It's still on the 50-metre arc. Kulin Kondinin get it back. Got another forward entry coming in here from Simon Duckworth. It's been touched. And it's going to just stay in field of play. No, still just in. Thought it might have gone over. It's called for too high. High tackle in the pocket on a very harsh angle.
Seb Almaday with the ball, kicks it, centres it. It's a good kick. Good kick. And the player there has taken the mark. Number 2, Heath Bernardin. He has been busy most of the day. He's played a bit in the ruck at one stage there in the first half, I think it was. Or am I mistaking him for someone else? No, I think it was him. But that was good play by Seb Almaday. This young fella kicks for goal. He's missed another one. 1 goal, 5. 11, Kulin Kondinin Blues. 6 goals, 7. 43. Scoreboard's a bit bright for my eyes, Scotty. Might have to turn down the glare factor. There's the fullback here. Broderick Walton, is it?
Yes, Broderick Walton kicks
so he's
in.
Kicked at 60 metres to his teammate who just picks it up and runs away from the Kulin Kondinin player. Drives it over. That's a little nudge in the back. Play on advantage. Declan Randell, he's doing circle work. Hands it to his teammate and drops an absolute doozy. But it's come back out to Declan Randell again. Smacks it onto his right foot. Oh, that's a good grab, and I reckon that'd be West. It's just ever so reliable back there. It's a long way away from you, I'm guessing. But it just looks the way he moves. Jobsy. Lincoln Hands. Absolute stalwart of the Kulin Kondinin Blues. Probably, what, 6 or 7, 8 years, Cyril? Has been around a while. All of that, and some. Maybe a decade. And has very rarely played a poor game of football. In fact, I don't think he's played a poor game of football. Centred by Kulin Kondinin. This young lad's in trouble, but he got it out somehow. One-handed banded. Beautiful work. Another hand over the top. Corrigin player takes the leap, misses it. Kulin Kondinin coming into the 50. Corrigin with a good spoil. Graydon Bartlett on his hands and knees. Spits it up. Corrigin just seem to have extra players at the moment. What's happening out there, Scotty? Maybe a head count's in order.
Just on the switch here, Declan Rendell running across the forward pocket, coming down the pavilion side wing. Zach Sprigg takes a mark. And back into Declan Rendell again. Declan Rendell's got it. Just waiting for something to open up. Slowing it down a bit. It's got a short kick off. A little bit short. It's been scooped up though. It's been marked. Oh, that could have been after the fact. Yep, 50 metres. Got a mark by Toby Smith there, and Browning just gave him a little hip and shoulder after the mark. 50 metres for his efforts. Brings Toby down. Probably be kicking from still outside 50. Might be a little bit out of his range, but I'm sure he'll have a go. Yeah, he's lining up. A few leads on now. He looks like he's going to put it in as far as he can anyway. Decent kick just to the top of the square. A few guys fly. It's off hands, gone through for a behind.
Eastern Districts Macintosh and Sons Football League. Round 2 clash. Corrigin Tigers 6 goals, 8:44 lead the Kulin Kondinin Blues 1 goal, 5:11. Kick out from fullback by the Kulin Kondinin player. Oscar Omaday, is it, with the ball? Kicks it out wide to another teammate. Lockie Biglin. They've got a bit of a run on here. Good mark. They've got it down to their half-forward flank, uncontested.
Ducky's on the lead and he's in front of his man. He's got the marked at about 60 metres out.
60? Try 90, Scotty.
Well,
jeez, I tell you what.
Maybe 70.
Wouldn't
70.
Buy real estate off you.
I definitely wouldn't have been able to kick it anyway.
Corrigin have got the ball out the back as it came into the 50. Ben Doyle, play on, says the umpire. Must have been a little free kick there. He's kicked it back the other side of the field just to slow things down. It's been good, Doyle. It's a good kick by Rendell to... Ooh, who's that, Scotty?
That's Travis Hewitt in the pocket with the ball. Apparently, the boys say that he refuses to admit that he's balding. But anyway, they asked me to say that.
I think there's a certainty, and I've known a bit of experience in that area, so yep, I think he's in a bit of trouble. Yep. And I think
if he's in denial, he's definitely in trouble.
Yep. There might be a bit of bloodline there that shows up eventually. That's all right. Corrigin have moved it to their half-forward flank. Kulin Kondinin player got the hands out, but he's handed it off to the Corrigin player who's
Got him.
Oh, he's been gone. He's he's gone. That's holding the ball. The umpire's given the free kick to the Kulin Kondinin player. That looks like a Tolstrop. He kicks it to the far side, stretches his teammate, but he has got time. Picks it up, gives the quick hands. They've got someone out in space here. Kicks it inboard now. That's a good kick. Tully inside. Another good kick to Duckworth. Duckworth moved himself into the middle of the ground, I think. That's a beautiful kick to Andrew Repasholi down on one knee. We don't see that very often from Repper. He likes getting up high. That's a high kick. And the Corrigin player...
Good mark there by Zach Sprigg.
Zach Sprigg, uncontested.
Rod Walton's got the ball now. He's just kick it to Ben Doyle. Safe hands there by Ben as usual. Still on the 50-metre arc there. Ducky's standing the mark. Kicks it in. Kenny Whitwer. Chicken Farmer's got it. He's kicked it.
Turned on a 10-cent piece. How does he do it?
It's just been held up in the wing there. Close to the boundary. On the pavilion side. It's going to be a ball up.
Yeah, Scotty, why this is happening. I've been reliably informed by Rhodesy that her son, Daniel Dooley, is 36 years old.
Still young.
Yep, he's probably got another 10 years in him at the Kulin Kondinin Football Club.
Not the way he plays.
Yep. No, probably not. Very, very solid contributor every week, Dooley.
I was surprised you said Ducky's 47. Is that right, Cyril?
47 in June, yeah.
47 in June. Yeah, you're right.
He's moved himself up the ground a little bit to try and get a bit of forward motion for the Kulin Kondinin club here.
Keep warm.
And to keep warm. Good point. Yep. I can't let go of the microphone. It's frozen in my hand,
He needs
John.
to get his hands in the buckets.
Corrigin streaming through the middle now. It's kicked it towards the 50-metre arc, been marked by Kulin Kondinin. Coming straight back down. It's been back and forwards a bit this quarter, just up and down the ground.
Jevon Tolstrop there. That looks like a Omade. No.
It's
That's an Omade.
Will Foster.
Bobby Benear.
Oh, Poppy Benear, number 8. Poppy, it is. Poppy Benear doesn't run like his dad.
No.
The great Gecko. Very different gait. Yep. And so just joined in the commentary box by Craig Cyril Jasper from the Kulin Kondinin Blues Football Club, former director of the EDFL, and Macintosh and Son Salesman of the Year out of Kulin.
Wouldn't say salesman of the year, buckets. It's been pretty tough work in my area, mate.
Bit of blue country out there, mate, isn't it?
No, not that much, but no, the Case guys and the John Deere guys go right out there, but we're working on it.
Good to see. Welcome up here into the commentary box, Cyril, as Toby Browning chips it in to
Seb Omaday.
Seb Omaday. Now tell me, has Seb had a pretty good...
He hasn't missed a training. I'm led to believe he hasn't missed a training, mate.
Well, he's almost unrecognisable to last year. And with I take that seriously. He looks fantastic. At times last year, playing for Bruce Rock,
Yep.
he looked to struggle
Yep.
getting to the second contest.
Well,
but he looks fantastic.
Having Uncle Jay Robbo push him, I think, is a pretty good role model to get you on the right track, mate.
Yes, Jay was very accomplished football. That is a fantastic kick. Kulin Kondinin have kicked their second. It's taken them nearly 4 quarters of footy. 3 quarters of football. 2 goals, 5-17, trailing Corrigin 6 goals, 8-44. They're not out of it, Kulin Kondinin. They can kick quick goals. And Cyril, what do they got to do?
Oh, they just need to start working for each other. I think there's a few blokes out there probably just doing what they trying to hold their spots maybe. Start playing as a team. Although, don't take any away from Corrigin. Corrigin are pretty slick.
They've been good.
Yep.
As the umpire moves in to throw it up, Matthew Hodgson, Father Matt as we call him. Good throw high. Ruckman go at it. It's a bit of a scrimmage on the ground. The ball pops out. Corrigin have got it. He's been tackled. And it's one thing about it, but the playing under lights, it doesn't happen very often. It's a different experience to training to playing. Some of the boys may not have played in these conditions.
It's Kai Jasper with the ball. Kicks out the Duckworth in the pocket, taking a good mark. What's he going to do? He's too far out. He's got to pass it.
Kai Jasper, he one of your crew, is he?
No, he's not. He's from down south, mate. What's that?
Graydon Bartlett bustling through.
Poppy.
Touch ball there, I'd suggest. Maybe not. No. It's gone through for a behind. Tommy Bernier getting into the mix a little bit.
Kai Jasper's from down in the Great Southern. He's obviously distant relations, but no.
Yes, well, the DNA, they do say, if you've got the, what is it, the KAT and the G, it all goes back in the DNA.
No,
I was listening to something today on Conversations.
He was part of the Great Southern's two-peat win in the Great Southern Colts Carnival. When they come up and they won 2 years in a row, he was part of that team. Didn't quite make the Great Southern 20, but he was a very good contributor to that. So
Good tackle. Great tackle.
That was Kai again.
Yes, I was listening to Conversations this morning. They had a DNA expert talking about very interesting stuff, saying that there's 4 common factors in the DNA. The DNA out here at the moment is Corrigin. They seem to have a spare man or two.
Yeah, quite
so
slick.
they move it out of their defensive half, out wide out to the wing, and it's gone out of bounds over to the faithful Corrigin people over there. Probably eating hot sausage roll or something out of the back of their Land Cruiser.
Might be a hot EU export.
Not many
EU export.
Not many swaps going on buckets at the moment. It's flat over the other side of the ground. It's quite hard for me to see, to be honest.
Yeah, my eyes are painted on at the moment. There's a lot of guesswork going on the far side. There's a fair bit of guesswork everywhere. It's we've got the vantage point up here, but I have an appreciation for anyone at the MCG or Optus who's commentating. It does help if you've got a screen, I suppose, to look at on occasions, but they're a long way away from the football at times. Yes. Having said that, the lights might be a little bit more effective.
The Corrigin lights is good. This is a very good oval, very good facility. They've been playing night games here for years, haven't they?
Yeah, that looks like
100 Nag College versus Narrage Nag College, I reckon. A long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Yep. The occasional bloodbath.
Yeah.
Some of those I can remember.
Good mark.
Cameron Docker's
Played on.
Yeah.
And he's started it for Corrigin's 7th goal.
Very impressive.
Who kicked that one, Scotty?
Yep. Thought my eyes were good.
12, is it?
It's running back in. It might have been Webster again, I think, but I'm not 100% sure.
12, is it?
12. We'll give it to Zach Sprigg for the moment. We'll check up with the goal umpires at the end of the game.
Is he?
Yep. Zach Sprigg. Yeah. So yeah, 7 goals, 8-50. Corrigin Tigers. Kulin Kondinin 2 goals, 6. 18. 32-point margin with this quarter probably just about
minutes.
ready to be finished.
Yeah.
22 minutes. It wouldn't be a lot of time. Hasn't been a lot of goals kicked. A lot of delays in play. Ball gets thrown up, knocked out, backhanded by Repper. He's still doing it at 42 years of age, jumping over tall buildings without a run-up. I don't know how he does it.
Well, good grab.
To watch.
Very good mark.
Corrigin have gone into their
Contested
forward
mark.
50, and that's another good mark. And that may well be Sprigg again, is it?
Yellow boots.
Jeez, he's had a night out. A day out and a night out.
What's it? Zach Sprigg, is it?
Zach Sprigg.
Yeah, is he a new one or is he?
Yeah,
played-
no, I think he came
played
in.
last year?
No, I think he might have come in on a clearance this week.
It's his brother played last.
Yeah. On the
He's started
siren,
it.
he has kicked the goal. Corrigin boys come from everywhere, with the exception of Graydon Bartlett.
As they should.
Grado and Hewlett, they just wander up to the centre of the field, strolling, as they do. The rest of them have got in and celebrated. So, Corrigin Tigers, 8 goals, 8-56, I think it is. Kulin Kondinin Blues, 2 goals, 6-18.
Two goals to one in that quarter bucket, so a bit more even.
Yeah, it looked like Kulin Kondinin had a little bit of the ball, but when Corrigin go forward, they look dangerous, Cyril.
They do. They do. They're good to watch, actually.
Yes. Yep. They look like a well-oiled machine this year. We'll just take a quick break. We'll be back to you shortly with the final quarter of the Eastern Districts Football League Round 2 clash between the Corrigin Tigers and the Kulin Kondinin Blues.
We've got
side, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go there, Phil.
So yeah, Zach Spriggs kick 3. Jordan Webster 2.
Different view from over here, Buckets.
Welcome back to Corrigin Oval, Eastern Districts, Macintosh and Sons. Round 2 clash, Corrigin Tigers, Kulin Kondinin Blues. 4th quarter, ball's been thrown up. Repasholi high, gets knocked down. Kulin Kondinin need a quick goal. Get things on track. Bit of a scrimmage. Kendall Whitworth throws it out. Didn't get penalised. Kulin Kondinin have got the ball, but Brock Argent got it out. Corrigin player, 3 against 1. Geez, it's all happening there, but handball out, very scrappy. Someone pick it up, please. And the umpire says, I'll pick it up and I'll throw it up. Craig Jasper from Macintosh and Son joining me in the commentary box.
Bit of a funny one here. Zach Sprigg playing on Zach Savage. You don't get two Zacks playing together generally on each other.
That's a very good pick-up, Cyril.
That's what's come down.
That is a very good pick-up. Corrigin have stuck it into the 50.
Behind.
And that is a lazy behind by... Who is that there? That's... number 1 is Jordan Webster. He's kicked a couple. He's looked dangerous. Kick comes in from...
Jobsy to Tully.
Jobsy to Tully Bigland. Their names that have linked up in the past. Bigland kicks it wide and long. That's a good grab.
Oscar
Omade
plays on.
Oh, he played on. He shimmied. He's put his mate under a bit of pressure, but he has recovered it. Well done. The handball, unfortunately, has gone into space. Corrigin player has picked it up, sort of threw it out, but he didn't really have prior, I don't think.
Brock
Argent's got the ball from
give
the
it away.
trip. Just pushing the player away. He loves a bit of argy-bargy.
Doesn't he, Brock?
Oh, that's a flower bag, but he's got it to his teammate. He's gone inboard. Oh, he's missed the target.
Terrible
the Corrigin player ducks. You're on the cricket wicket there. Kendall Whitworth.
Train station's been brought down.
Jeez, he's a powerful man.
Yeah.
Powerful man. Hands it over to the umpire. No doubt he'd probably be saying I'm worth a vote. Probably 2.
Kenny Whitwer, one of the best blokes you'll ever meet.
One of the last to leave the bar.
Enjoys the party, Kenny.
Yeah, he's a wonderful fella. As we have another ball up, the umpire just pulls it away from the cricket wicket. It's a pretty hard deck out there. You would have made a few runs out there, Cyril, in your cricket career?
No, mate. No, I've only fielded out here.
I
fill in for the Kulin, the Kondinin and Kulin Cricket Club, and I've only fielded out, mate. I don't get a bat or a ball. No.
Yeah. Felt like the last kid picked, eh?
when there's no one else to pick, they give me a call. I'll come and field for them.
Corrigin pump it out wide to the boundary. And number 44, that'd be Bill Featherton. His brother Ben's out there somewhere. That's a good grab. That is possibly the mark of the day. Zach Sprigg. He's down on the ground still. He's
cramp.
You can't get cramp in these conditions, John. But 4 below. It's 4 below.
Been pretty good this bloke.
He has. He's kicked 3. That is a great grab. That is a contender for mark of the day. The Archie's mark of the day.
Yep, he can read the ball, this young fella. He's a good footy player. Just strolls in casually as you like. And he's kicked another one for the Corrigin Tigers. That takes him to 9 goals, 9, 83. The Kulin Kondinin Blues 2-8, 18. Cruising along, Corrigin right now.
Yeah, they'd be pretty chipper over there in front of the bar, I think, Cyril, the spectators.
Yep. Yes, yep.
Yep. A long drive home for the Kulin Kondinin boys later tonight.
Fortunately, it's not that long. No, there's, There's not that much banter coming out for the Corrigin guys over there in Bay 13. Generally, when it's close, there's a bit of noise, but yeah.
Ball's up in the centre. Kulin Kondinin have pumped it into their 50. It's a packed rise. Ball spills out the back. Oh, who is it there? Looks like it might be... Oh, there's a bit of shininess there. It must be Graydon Bartlett. Yep, definitely grade 8.
Been a very solid player for the Tigers over the years in the back line.
Yes, might be trying to sneak in another premiership before he goes off into the abyss of retirement. Although he's in very good nick. He could keep going forever. He's a bit like Dooley.
Yeah.
Doesn't age. He's looked the same since he sort of turned 20. Turned 20, lost his hair, hasn't changed a bit.
Lost his hair, lost his wallet about 400 times in nightclubs in Perth.
It's Corrigin have got it out on the far side. Little chip kick. Kulin Kondinin have got everyone tied up at the moment, but the Corrigin players are working hard. Oh, that's a good
hard
contest.
What's he done here?
And he's free kick to the Corrigin player. Might be a bit stiff there. I thought that was just a good contest. We might have got him in the back. We are about 200 metres away.
In the back, I think he called it in the back.
Yep, suffering a bit of glare from the brightness of the Corrigin scoreboard. Especially seems they've enlarged their score. That's a good kick into the 50. Clever by the Kulin Kondinin player to pat it on the ground and then pick it up on the bounce, basketball-like. Jobs. Is it Jobs there?
To
no.
Jasper.
To
George.
Repasholi. Spud would no doubt be scanning
Toby Browning.
Scanning the camera onto George to see if he leaps over a tall building. Can take mark of the century again.
Taking a few good ones in here, George.
He certainly has.
Every time he took a hang in the grand finals I played him, he lost, so...
He's banned from leaving the ground, was he?
Yeah, it was a bad omen.
He didn't lose many, Cyril, just quietly.
Yeah.
Corrigin kick it into the 50 again. It's a one-on-one, Zach.
On Zach.
Sprigg at the back. And I think he might get the Archies for goal of the day. The mark of the day. Really, to make it goal of the day, he's going to kick. This will be his 5th. No, his 5th if he does jail it. He should probably just do something, walking backwards and kick it over his head, soccer style, the old cycle kick. That would qualify as the Archie's goal of the day.
Good kick.
But when you kick 5, you're a chance of picking up the award. Zach Sprigg with his 5th.
Well, it was 1 goal, 6 at half time. It's probably going to look like 12 goals to 2 at full time, maybe.
Well, Cyril, I'm not sure that I've seen a score this low for Kulin Kondinin in a long time.
No.
They wouldn't have been held to a single-digit goal, as in single figures, very often.
No,
They're usually into the...
It's a bit strange.
Yep, multiples.
But they actually haven't got a bad side in, to be honest. So
no,
there's not
absolutely.
really that many to come back into the side, which is really good for Corrigin, I guess. They're playing very, very well.
Yep, credit where credit's due. Good spoil there by the Kulin Kondinin player to beat the ball out of play. Maybe a few of the might have been a bit too much rain out there towards Kulin Kondinin. Maybe a little bit of tractor leg.
I guess they have been. Yes, you're right, Buckets. You're probably right. There's been a few of the boys, but you know what? A lot of the guys come out of Perth, so you can't really say tractor legs for over half the side. I'd say probably 3 or 4 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Dooley,
he grubbed it along the ground. Corrigin player's broken the tackle. He's got the hands out. Declan Randell, is that? Handball to himself, maybe.
Jobsy on the ground.
Jobsy yet again. Lincoln Hands. The nickname Jobsy, where did that come from, Cyril?
Well, Lincoln Hands. Hand. You pick it up when I'm putting down there, Buckets? Yeah.
Thought that might have been something to do with it.
Yeah. Absolute legend. absolute legend of the association. Everyone knows Lincoln.
He's a tough player.
He's very good fun at Country Week.
Yes. Yep.
He comes down and he gets involved, and he, yes.
Braden Bartlett's been wrapped up on the far flank. Defensive flank for Corrigin Tigers. Took 2 Kulin Kondinin players to wrap him up, mind you. Ball goes up. Sorry, Cyril.
Looks like Kulin have put the spare man back in tally, but that's not working at the moment for him.
No, they're just getting run ragged at the moment. It's again. Dooley. That didn't sound good.
He hit his head, I think.
Yeah, he more than hit his head on.
He's tough, but he gets up.
That's a good kick out. That looks like.
Yeah, he saw. We got here.
Number 15, sneaky kick inside.
Lockie Biglin.
Lockie Biglin, who's had a.
George,
he went up high, but he didn't take it.
He didn't take off the ground.
He tried to take the socks off the bloke after he dropped the ball. Oh, yeah. Yep. Obviously a bit of feeling in that. Corrigin grubber it forward. Chip kick over the top. This guy, I don't know who he is, but he's...
the Corrigin run's been really, really good, number 11.
Number 11, Kendall. Oh, it couldn't be.
Kendall.
Couldn't be Kendall.
I was playing tricks on me. Number 1.
It's number 1. Number 1, Jordan Webster.
Nah, they're spreading very well, Corrigin. They cleared the ball. They've worked out from the half-back line straight out to the wing to the forward line. Now they're having a shot on goal. Very good, very, very good team football.
Yeah. Just to clarify, I'm not sure that Kendall Whitwer actually had anything to do with that. No. we were deceived by our eyes. No. But he has been solid, the captain.
Yep.
Well, he sets a solid example.
We'll just about go as far as saying he's taken Kulin to the train station.
Yes, he'd be pretty chipper with his team's performance tonight.
Well, he had to do something last year. He was very disappointed after the game. Kenny, he might have been up. Unfortunate to get a free kick, get him late in the game, which...
yes, I remember that.
Chippy kicked the goal late, after the siren, the win by a point.
Win by a point, it was very emotional scenes.
It's a very, very controversial call, but, the free kick was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a heartbreaker for Kendall.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got a new lease of life. He's a father. At the little baby boy.
Big win to Jasper. What's he going to do here?
Jasper kicks it down to the wing. Well played, good grab. Just worked his man under the ball.
Dobbsy, he's on. Oh, that's going to be a tough one for him.
Oh,
great one.
Jeez, that's a
good contest.
Very courageous mark.
Good contest.
Big Grado coming at you.
Fair contest.
Kicks it into near the 50-metre arc. Well done, Corrigin player. And it's Ben Doyle, I think. Don't tell me he's kicked it on his right. That can't be right. He's played well, Ben Doyle. He's a chance of best on ground, actually. He's a quite achiever. 3-time Miller medalist.
He's been a bit quiet this last half, but...
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot to do, has he?
No. He's done his job.
Yep.
Yeah.
My eyes are deceiving me, but he couldn't have used... Oh, that's very clever, but the top of the arms. And... Kulin Kondinin player will take the kick.
Play on, not 15.
Julie, not 15. Gets the kick away. Goes to ground again. He loves being on the ground. That is a huge mark. Archie's mark of the day contender. I think that might have won it. Guess who?
Over Lockie. That's a good mark.
Ben Doyle. Yes.
Got a bit of height on Lockie.
Yes. He's gone down with the cream after a little chip kick.
I'll tell you a story about Lockie Biglin. When I was coaching in 15 the Rezzies, I put him in the back line, and that's out in the full. I put him in the back line, and as a 15-year-old, he came up to me and he said, yeah, Cyril, I don't play back.
That old chestnut.
I'm like, you're 15 years old, mate. You play where I put you. He ended up, I think he ended up coming third or fourth in the fairest and best in that year. He's 15. We won a flag, so he's done very well.
Yeah, he's a good player. Kulin Kondinin moving into the top of the 50 here. Duckworth gets pushed under it, arms out, pleading for a free kick. not
never
to
gonna get-
be.
he's never gonna
Corrigin
get one
push it
from
out
that.
to the far side. Got a runner out here who's doing his own work.
Yeah, good work.
He's kicked it into the 50.
Zach.
Oh, jeez, that's
Tully Bicklin.
courageous. Tully Picklin back with the flight of the ball, but unfortunately it spills free. And
I've forgotten about the other
one of the,
boys.
is it, I might be Bill Featherstone. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Bill's just snuck in a quick one.
11:10:76 to 8:18 with 15 minutes gone.
Jeez, and that's been Kulin Kondinin's night whenever they've spoilt or
Oh, it's come from
put
the
a
half back line. hasn't it?
tackle. Yeah, it's almost uncontested until the just in front of the goal square, and unfortunately a fantastic spoil, and it's just fallen into the hands of the Corrigin player who was front and centre. It was good work rate to get there.
I forgot about the other guys. Those beasts of the honey pot, unfortunately, for the Kulin Kondinin Blues.
So the blinds are going up.
Up out,
bit of-
wide rep. Balls went out in the wing. Pick up by, who's that to? The Kulin player. Is that Seb on my day? On the ground now. Handballs it to the Corrigin player. I can't see that.
Yeah, I think we can talk about something else while it's over there, Cyril.
That's Duckworth, is it? No. Here we go. What do you got? Toby Browning here. He's going to get
Toby
caught.
Browning. Oh, he does a
He's
spinner.
done
He's
exactly what-
gone.
Ah, Toby
Yep, he's
holding the ball.
trying to manufacture
Or
something
is it
there.
out of bounds.
Out of
no?
bounds.
Out of bounds.
Trying to manufacture something, and it's difficult when things aren't rolling your way.
No.
And but the ball's been thrown in. It's just outside Kulin's goal
Umpire's
square.
quarterback.
Umpire said no. That's a free kick. And looks like it's going to the Corrigin player. Looks like it might be. Jeez, that's a long way away.
Free kick. Against,
I'm going to say Graydon Bartlett. It looks like Grado. I'll give him the stat. He's racking them up tonight.
Kelly. You got
Another handball by the Kulin player, and again, he's sold his mate into trouble, but he was good enough to get the quick handball
15.
away.
Oh, lucky. That's a very, very short 15 metres, that one.
Who have we
Who's
got
got
here?
Duckworth got the ball? Simon Duckworth.
Now,
At about, what do you reckon, 38 metres out?
yeah. Now I noticed his young son, Geordie.
Geordie? Yeah, Geordie, yeah.
Having a bit of kick before the game tonight. Geez, doesn't he look like his grandfather
Yes, and his uncle.
and his uncle?
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
And he
The likeness from side on was uncanny.
He's hit the goal. Well,
Well done. Kulin Kondinin on the board.
little point to me, but yep.
Yeah, we're only 200 odd metres away,
Ah.
Cyril, so, you know, it'd be a pretty tough call from here, I would have thought, but
He's
3
done that-
goals,
he-
6.
He's done that.
24.
He's done that probably a million times in his career. Simon Duckworth. He's a legend of the football
Fraternity.
fraternity, I suppose. He's kicked 100 goals in this comp. How many times?
Too many.
Yep.
Too many times. Multiple times.
Yeah. No,
And a Miller medalist.
Miller medalist, and he's an absolute legend of the game. Simon is.
Yep. And I believe when he retires, he's considering becoming an umpire. Following in the footsteps of yourself, Cyril.
Yeah.
He's been so motivated and inspired by your performances. he's keen to jump on board.
Well, I'd like to see that, Buckets.
It'd be good.
I would pay. I'd pay to see that.
We need quality umpires and players like Simon. That would do it easy.
Well, he's
Kulin Kondinin to kicking it into the 50 again. Here's an opportunity. Oh, he's
Toby
been tunnelled.
Yes. he did
Yes,
that.
free kick.
And he's not happy with the call, but it was right there. It was
No.
Toby. It was the right call.
Yeah, you can't push him under the ball like that.
No.
With not even any eyes. Looking at the ball, Corrigin wanted to get away quickly, but got to take it back behind the mark. There won't be much time left in this quarter. We've been going nearly 20 minutes. A few minutes to go. We'll be rushing out of here to somewhere warm, I can tell you. Corrigin on the far side. They've been very, very undisciplined, Corrigin, and not bringing it over to this side of the oval. Very selfish of them. I don't know what it is over there that's attracting them.
It was the same in the Reggies too, mate.
Yeah, it's. They need to understand the camera's over here.
Oh, it's carried off.
That's a beautiful kick into the 50, but it's been intercepted by Ben Doyle. Kicks it wide to his teammate who has to stretch, gets his hands on it, kicks it out wider, and my eyes are shot this time of the night. 44, Featherstone or Bill. Oh, he's going back to Featherstone or, just toying with the Kulin Kondinin players. The Corrigin still working hard.
Yeah, they've got a good game plan, Corrigin. They always have.
Oh,
he's blown the whistle early.
Dribbled it, but he's given him the mark.
He's paid a mark.
It's a bit of charity there from the umpire, but oh no, he's decided we're going to throw it in. It did go over the boundary. So, fortunate.
Oh,
that's
Kenny, what a tap.
Good tap by Kenny Whitwer, and then he goes in and
Does his own work.
does his own work. No,
Oh, was it?
it was Ben Doyle.
Doyle
Oh,
again.
jeez.
Hang on a second. That's a
That's
goal.
a good kick. It's
No.
just gone past. Number 14, Toby Smith. He's been lively.
Is he a new one?
See, we can see who they are when they come over this side, Cyril. It's
You know, be
not
exact.
rocket
That's a good kick to Lockie
Zach,
Bigland.
good kick. Oh, right down on his toes. Toby Smith, he
tripped
nearly tripped him, broke the tackle and kicks it.
It's a goal. And he bends over and gives the
And very nice. Very nice.
gives the cameraman a.
That'll go on the highlight reel, no doubt. And he might have done it back with the bow.
Might be goal today.
Toby Smith. Yeah, well, could. Yeah, actually.
Your goal of the day, Mark.
Goal of the day, mark of the day. Zach Sprigg. Zach Sprigg would be filthy kicking 5 and not getting goal of the day.
That
But
was pretty handy goal. That was a pretty handy goal.
he'd be close to best on ground, I would have thought.
Zach might get a pair of Archies and he might get a goal of the day, I reckon.
Yep. Yeah, we've got to spread them around.
Took that mark of the day. What's
Yeah,
his name?
Ben Doyle, the young kid.
Mark Ben Doyle.
The young kid.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say
Not that young anymore, is he?
No, geez, he's the piece of genius moving him into the back line, Bud, hasn't it? Here they go again. Another handball over the top. They're really happy to throw the ball out in front of their players and let it be a contest for speed. Declan Hughes pumps it in. Zach Savage, well done. Got the fist in. Kulin Kondinin. Oh, he's
Can't pick it up. Zach
won't
Savage.
pick it up. Zach Savage, you're in trouble. But he got the hands. Well done. Oh, that's a good tackle. No, sling. Yeah,
He's,
slung him over.
he might have jumped on the ground for that one, I think. Oh, he's 50.
Oh, he's giving him 50. He'll
That's,
be on the doorstep of the
Tolstrop.
goals.
You can't do that. You can't talk to the umpire. Unfortunately, these are the rules these days. Bit of umpire dissent there. Might have given him a 50 metre.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to bother
No,
the score line.
I think he might have said you are joking, but in a different way to the umpire.
And the goal scorer is... Young lad's going to turn around. Number 24, Luca Coulson has kicked his second. Yep, he did well there. Was it?
He's pulled him down on a tackle, and he's I think he might have milked it a tiny bit, but the rule's there for a reason. The rule's there for a reason, so the umpire's made the right call there.
Yep, and then obviously a little bit of dissent, and he's moved him down and parked him in front of the big sticks.
Yep.
13 goals, 11.
Good tap.
Oh, gee, where's that scoreboard? It's difficult to see. 13 goals, 11.89. 3 goals, 6.24.
Oh, out of mid-air, goes Kulin Kondinin forward. What have we got here? Toby's turning and weaving again. Handball straight to a Corrigin player.
Geez, they just seem to have numbers around the ball all the time. They've come back around the back. Kicked it over the two players. Kulin Kondinin just not able to man up because Corrigin working so hard late in the game.
Yeah, the Kulin Kondinin boys are just walking.
Kendall Whitwer, the train, down on his knees.
Yep.
He wouldn't have had a lot of sleep recently. on the tractor. He comes home, baby duties.
Yeah.
Geez, he's chipper about it. He's very, very, very excited about the young lad. And he did tell me his name, and it slips my memory.
Probably John.
Howie. Howie?
It could be Howie. I would have thought maybe he's named after his favourite fucking actor is John Dutton.
Oh, good. We've got millions watching.
Pretty safe. Pretty safe out there in districts.
Yeah. It all flowed into John Dutton. It was all like one word.
Eastern Districts Macintosh and Son Football League. Kulin Kondinin player says, I'll just fend you off and then just put it on the boot and it'll go out of play and it'll be a throw-in. A masterclass by Broderick Walton and his captain and crew of players, and they just continue to throw themselves into the contest. Good tackle. Four quarters of solid tackling and run. They've been fantastic. I think there'd be some teams around the EDFL that'd be a little bit nervous about how good and how hard they're working. Tapping it forward. Oh, he's given an opportunity for his teammate. Put the Kulin Kondinin bloke under pressure. Graydon Bartlett, what are you doing in the forward half? Get out of here. Well done. Biglin again with a fist, puts it out of play.
Bartlett's foot move forward.
Matthew Panezza.
He can sense a moment for him.
Oh yeah, Bartlett. He's looking.
He's in the ruck.
He's thinking goal of the day. I need a set of Archies. Boundary umpire ready to toss it in. Bartlett will contest it. He'll probably take it out clean. Oh, look at that. Good little tap. Oh, he's got his hands on it, the Corrigin player. Zach 1, Zach 2. Zach number 2 wins it. Well done, Zach Savage.
Both holding here. What's going to happen here, umpire? What's he doing?
Very clever, but eyes for the ball. Out in front, number 15. Who have we got there? That's James Bradovic.
Toby Browning.
Can
he hit him?
Kicks it telepathically. Omaday, he'll kick it to Duckworth.
Is there enough time in the game to get a goal? Simon's going to kick his second.
Yep.
He already kicked one in the first quarter.
Yeah, no, he's
going for 2, isn't
he? Yep, this will be his second, I think.
Really?
Yep. On the siren, Duckworth will get kick.
I was sensing that. There wasn't much time in the game.
No.
20 seconds to go. Duckworth comes there and kicks his second. Not much celebration out there for the Kulin Kondinin crew, but anyway, Corrigin have done well. They've won the Anzac game. Congratulations.
Corrigin Tigers, 13 goals, 11, 89.
Yep.
Have defeated the Kulin Kondinin Blues.
4-6-30.
4-6-30 in a very, very convincing style. Craig Jasper, your thoughts on the game?
Wow. The game was officiated and umpired very, very well, I thought, so no one can blame anything else, but I think the Blues might be found fit. From what I'm seeing, the guys that come out of the city they're very fit, but I think the guys that don't come out of the city might have to get themselves organised and get to training. But the Corrigin guys have a very good, very, very good game. They've always had a good game. They switch the ball well. They move the ball down each side of the ground. They've got a good target in Zach at forward, and then obviously the back line too. Putting Ben Dorr back was probably a master move for the Corrigin boys. He's a very, very good footy player. Unassuming, left and right, both sides of his body. Look, I think the both sides probably are lacking a ruck, to be honest. But yeah, well done to Corrigin. Very, very, very well deserved win tonight. Sorry. So I guess Zach was probably the difference. 5 goals. Very, very strong in the air, on the ground, kicking goals, 5 goals. I don't know.
Yeah, look, I think, would we agree, Zach Sprigg, probably BOG? Pretty solid.
Take him out of the equation, mate. It's a pretty close game.
Yeah, he's kicked 5 and taken some good grabs, and potentially had mark of the day there until one Ben Doyle absolutely stole it off him.
Yeah.
At the end of the game there, Ben Doyle coming down, so he'll get a set of Archies as well, the pluggers. And the goal of the day, I think it was
Late in
Luca
the last quarter.
Coulson, wasn't it?
Late last quarter.
Last quarter, Luca Coulson, number...
Yeah, he doubted us. Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't Luca. No, it was Toby Smith.
That's him.
Toby Smith. Jeez, I've made a blue there. I better correct that. Toby Smith. Goal of day. Yeah, Zach Sprigg, BOG, and Ben Doyle, mark of the day. So they'll each receive a pair of the Archie sandals, or pluggers. Yes, breaking in your Archie's thongs. Well, no thongs needed breaking in. The adjustable strap.
I think that's the whole idea, mate. They're already broken in.
Yeah. No, they're all very, very special. So what I'll do is I'll wander down. Cyril, if you want to keep chatting.
Who's going to get the best on ground voted by the umpires? It's interesting.
I'll keep that, mate.
Got another pair of these, have we, mate?
Yep, I've got them.
So who's that? Who we got here? That's Zach.
Oh, come on now.
You talk, take this, do.
I'm taking this.
And then you'll sign off downstairs. I'll bring it with you.
Yeah. As we move out of the commentary position down to the presentations, we've got another set of the pluggers, the Archies, as they're known. Major operation getting down the steps. Oh, black ones will do, mate. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. It's Craig, Cyril, Jasper and myself. We head down to the presentations.
So we're going to grab them and get the mark of the day, the best BOG and the goal of the day.
Yeah. No, fantastic. The presentations are going ahead. Very, very important day of the year for Australians. Anzac Day. Craig's been a ripper, hasn't it?
Yeah. Beautiful day. Good night. Good game of 2 good games of football. Oh, actually 3 good games of footy, to be honest. Good go for sport in Corrigin, to be honest.
If we just turn this way, mate, so the microphones. I'll just get these. We'll wander over to the Corrigin boys, mate. Live on the radio here, Toasty. Guys, if you just hang here for a minute, keep your P's and Q's nice and tight. We're on the live stream. Well done on a great win to the Corrigin Tigers. I've got a few awards for the classic Clashes round of the game of the week. BOG with pretty good performance, kicking 5. Zach Sprigg. Well done. You get yourself a set of the Archies. Well done. Super effort. They're quality gear, mate. Don't worry about that. Pip Kendall Whitwer at the post, I reckon. Definitely. Yeah. Mark of the day. This bloke stole it. Absolutely jagged at the end of the game there. Ben Doyle down here on the wing. Pair of the snags there for you, mate. Okay, probably have to put them together to fit 1 foot. Goal of the day. This bloke, he's a show pony, and I love him. Toby Smith down there late in the game. Well done. No, that was noted. Well done, guys. Terrific effort. Thanks. We've got a few extra pairs.
Chicks Archies here.
Chicks Archies. Kendall, you need those for your missus, mate. Take them to your missus. Thanks, mate. Hard work, lugging the baby around.
I think Graydon probably deserves
and Grado. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Solid effort. Snuck up into the forward line there for a little bit, cheeky little chance at a goal, but well done, guys. Brilliant. Great day. As we'll head back to the commentary, just finalising things, Craig. Good win for the Corrigin Tigers, so just too classy and fleet-footed for the Kulin Kondinin Blues.
Yep, very good.
And they've come out the winners today. They had a win in the reserves And the Colts, I wasn't actually here for the Colts, so I missed that one.
They might have gone down by about 4 points in the Colts.
Okay, so they haven't got the three-peat, but they've done well. They've had a good day.
They've done well. I think they won the A-grade hockey.
We'll just come down here. Cyril will stand out here in the gale force. It is pretty cool. I've had to don the jumper. And so, yeah, we'll just finish up. Thanks for coming along. Game tomorrow being streamed, Narrabeen versus Bruce Rock.
Well, that could be a good one.
Narrabeen Hawks, Bruce Rock Magpies out there at Narrabeen Oval. That should be a cracking game. Commentating there will be Lee Strange and Callan Parsons, which will be interesting. Yeah. A bit of banter between those two. And but yeah, thanks to Classic Clashes for their support of the Eastern District's Macintosh and Son Football League.
Yep. No, they do a good job.
Yeah, fantastic. Yep. And we'll sign off. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy your night.
Cheers, Bucket. See ya.